To the machine, yes.
Okay.
We can begin.
Hey, Monk, you know what? I think this whole business of like Freedom's Day last week, it was Freedom's Day, you know, I don't subscribe to that thing. Neither do many South Africans now who are rising up to say, hey, what is this thing? You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
What animal is this? And perhaps, I mean, I don't think after next elections you still have Freedom's Day. People are going to have,
no.
you know, some kind of...
we'll rename it. We'll have to rename it.
Yeah, you know. Right. So, as a matter of fact, we will rename it just like the Republicans are rising against the monarchy.
Yeah.
All these plastic
in the UK,
things, all these plastic things will go, you know.
They have to.
Yes, because actually things like Freedom Day means what? It means
freedom for
women to
freedom
wear,
for whom?
For African women to wear weaves and pretend it's their hair and put on false eyelashes,
fake nails.
Yes, so I think
that kind of stuff. Yeah,
we will christen it Clowns Day.
Okay.
Clowns Day,
that's a proper name.
Yes, and all the people who have false eyelashes, you know, who are wearing very short skirts, and when they walk in the street, they keep on pulling it down.
Yeah.
Especially African girls.
Yeah, I don't know why these Bantu girls do
it's like this thing has not been ours.
This is not our thing.
They have forced themselves to wear the white skirt, but in public they get what?
Embarrassed,
they get embarrassed, you know.
Yeah. Maybe.
And then they keep on pulling it down a little. You know,
this thing is a short skirt. It's not gonna go lower than that.
Yeah.
But you gotta pull it down.
You know,
it's funny.
And one thing for sure, I don't want to quarrel with girls. You understand?
I understand, sir.
But when they are selling us out, I have a
Yeah, you have an issue.
Yeah, I have beef
of course.
With
I think we have an issue because in the African perspective, if I may say, women are seen as the custodians of the culture. They are seen as the custodians there.
That is why.
That's why
in the Amazulu culture they don't even take the surname of the guy that they marry.
No.
They retain their surnames.
Yeah.
Because they are a custodian of certain values.
Yes.
And from which they come, which are maternal and in many ways. So that this guy, because he's paid lobola, he can have his children, you know, named after his so-called surname.
Yes.
By the way, surname, is it an African thing?
No, surname is it became popularized by Europe. We were not big on surnames. We were big on clan names.
Yeah,
clan names were everything.
So one name out of the clan names was picked out as
to become a last name of the family name.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah, but that guy, for his name to be used, had to have achieved something significant.
For his name,
you can't.
But now look at the guys who were told that your surname is now April, August.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
How did that happen?
How did that happen? Yeah. Because there was no Chief August or
King
August
or
Induna.
No.
February.
No.
But
that's something I'm looking at as well, but we'll discuss that some other time. I think that's a very fascinating topic because we are segueing into something else now.
Yes. Now, you know what I mean is that what I'm trying to say is that freedom is not freedom.
Not in the way we think it is.
It should have been. We were misled all along, and we swam with the wave and so on. But the truth of the fact of the matter is that we needed liberation.
Yeah.
African people of the motherland need liberation. So what's so hard in having Liberation Day? What's so hard in calling Liberation Day and then move?
Because I think the political thinkers of the time thought liberation, since liberty is not freedom per se, because liberty is what a sailor gets when they dock at the port, and then you ask your captain for liberty, and then you can go and shop and do whatever and come back to the ship, because you still belong to the vessel. You're not your own person. You know.
But that's what we got.
So we got liberty. We didn't get freedom.
Yes, we got.
Still have to ask for permission for certain things, and
Yes.
there's this huge bureaucracy we have now, because
Yes.
now we have this bureaucratic way of going about things. Everything must have a piece of paper to it. You can't just do your thing normally.
But it's worse. You must also belong to a certain political party.
Yeah.
You understand?
You must be a member of
a political
Yeah.
party. You must
If
be
you are not
subscribing.
a portion of that,
You
we
know,
do not know you.
some 14 years ago, I met a guy from Ghana, and he said to me, I asked him, he told me about his qualifications. I said, how come you're not at home with such qualifications? He says, no, at home I can't fit in. I'm not in the right political party that is ruling. I never thought it was coming so fast onto us in South Africa. And that's only 14 years ago.
I think these exile guys who went outside the country, the ANC guys and all those other factions, they came back with these kinds of thinking, this nepotic kind of thinking.
Yes.
Because in the system that they say it was a fascist system, the apartheid system, it was fascist, but they were meritocratic. Nonetheless, meritocracy was above everything. You had to earn your way through anything. You had to earn your way through. It didn't matter what you looked like, but you had to be skilled to get this. You deserve a position because you worked for it, or you were competent in it. You didn't just get a freebie, ride.
Even if you were just judged to be
competent.
The
superior guy judges you to be competent, and then you win. That's how you win.
But when you won, you won.
Yeah, when you won, you won.
Yes.
Yeah, because you had proved yourself.
Yes.
Today, guy can pay a bribe.
But it's a repeat of it all, because I remember the lighter-skinned people, even if they were African, they were not calling themselves colored.
No.
They would get the position of mayor.
Yeah. Those kinds of things.
The foreman at work.
I was looking at the old.
So it was a nepotism. It was the fatherland. It was the son. The love child of the father, whatever.
Yes. Because patri means father.
Yeah.
Paternal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a derivative of the fatherland, and that's where patriotic comes from. We don't say matriotic.
Yeah.
We don't say we are matriotic. No.
Yes.
Yeah, no. That's not how we. But I'm saying. I'm looking at that and I'm thinking these guys love the country more than these ANC guys who wanted supposed freedom. And we now think we are free, and we have Freedom Day on the 27th of April as a holiday, but I mean freedom to do what and from what? I think people do not understand this freedom thing. I think we need a broader discussion of this kind of subject.
We have more freedom even to distort things. Let's say, for instance, let me give an example. When we grew up, there was always a person who was effeminate, a man.
Yeah.
A man who looked like a
who acted
woman,
girly,
and a woman who looked like a man, had the voice and all that,
Yeah.
And they call themselves lesbians and gays.
No, they didn't.
You understand what I mean?
They didn't.
Now, you have this kind of a freedom whereby you give people even the so-called, LGBTIQ. Now
they have all kinds of things in queer. They say LGBTQ, and they have an IA, and then they have a P. I don't know.
You understand what I mean?
Pansexual, asexual,
queer, and then they parade that in the street. Why can't we parade our manhood in the street and say I'm a he-man, and parade the women
straight
say
man.
I'm a
straight woman?
I don't even understand.
Because today they don't call you straight. They say you are a cisgender,
whatever that contraption is.
Very fascinating.
What I mean is that, of course, why parade it? Why
do you need to? Why do you need to
parade and look
Why
funny,
do you need to?
So that you further
confuse the public. You confound the people, man.
You confound the people. You're corrupting. Your culture. You're corrupting the culture of the people, even if it's not your culture. You're corrupting you know,
the customs,
the
the norms,
the norms,
the norms of the society in which we live. Yeah, I
You
mean
know?
that's why there's such a virulent reaction.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at like Uganda. Last week they were finalizing their anti-LGBT bill from the parliament. So the president was about to sign it, but he sent it back to the parliament because he said you need to reevaluate this thing because some of your punishments are so harsh. You need to reduce some of the sentencings in this because you are aggressive.
Yeah.
And you agreed in parliament, but this is so aggressive. I mean, because, but that's because of it's a backlash.
Yeah,
This bill is a backlash against the foisting of
Yes.
this thing on people. You can't force this thing on people and
This
be like,
thing is
you
not-
have to like gays, you have to love them, you must accept them. We do accept them.
We have
we
our
know that.
ancestors knew
Yeah,
about
man.
them. We grew up knowing
Yes.
about them.
It's
we
nothing
took
new
them
to
for
us.
who they are.
Yeah.
And we coexisted with them.
We didn't have any problems,
You understand
especially
what I mean?
here in Africa.
Why
we
should
didn't have any
why
problems.
should when two men love each other want to be in a union called marriage? Because marriage was designed for
It's something else.
male and female.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
Now,
something
why
else.
do you want it to call it marriage? Why can't you create it as
A different
union,
thing.
A different
union, yeah, a different
you know?
union, yeah.
And it's still private. It's about you.
It's about
not
you and your
our
life, yeah.
society.
But they want
You
to
know?
impose it on society.
You know, when I was a
Accept
pastor,
this.
I used to make a joke with my brother that, you know, if they come to me, that is then, I'm not talking about
Yes.
now. If they come to me, two men say that we want to get married, I'll say, okay, I'll marry you, I'll solemnize your marriage. But please, after I have declared man and man, because I can't say
Of course,
man
of
and
course,
woman,
of course.
and husband and
Husband
wife.
and husband, of course.
Uh,
You'll say that
so
husband and
husband and
husband.
I will ask you not to kiss.
Okay.
You can go and kiss
Yes.
at home.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because of my sense of decency.
Yeah.
Even if my sense of decency is not up to scratch, is not up to date,
Yeah.
is not into the,
Yeah.
to the today's
In today's standards.
standard,
Yes.
you understand? Artificial
Imposed.
intelligence is not into the realms of artificial intelligence and all that,
Yeah. But you have, I mean, people, I think moral standards are fixed, the way I look at it. What is right is right. It's fixed. It holds its ground. You don't push that around because it's the truth. The truth stands on its own. It doesn't need to be balanced. It doesn't need to be supported. It stands on its
Yes.
own. The truth stands on
I
its
can
own.
tell you we had...
But something that has to be imposed on people
Yes.
is not real. It's not
we
true.
had effeminate men.
Men, we have masculine
We never
women.
gossiped about
We
them.
never had any problem with
When
them.
they passed, we didn't say,
Look at that guy.
understand
Check
what
him
I mean?
over there.
No.
No.
Because even if they held hands with other men, it was a private matter.
Yeah, we
It
don't.
was not imposed on society.
No, now this pushing not
I'm
on
just wondering
society.
how much we going to be, sorted out for this,
The punishment.
the punishment.
The cancellation.
Yeah.
Or people will cancel you for talking against those guys. Today, especially.
I will never hate people
We
who
do
are
not hate them.
who are not
We do not hate
heterosexual.
them. No.
Never hate
We don't
them.
hate them, But the thing is,
Because
I'm
even
worried.
when they're born, they never asked to be born like that.
No.
When they're born, they're born.
I mean, they didn't choose.
Yes. But don't
But
make it
do not.
a nuisance.
No.
Actually,
Yeah,
the
now that's the
government-
problem.
The government taking it forward
And pushing it
taking
on
it
people.
upon themselves to
Yeah.
make it a nuisance.
Onto the
What do
public.
they gain about that? So, and then the poor guys get the flag for that.
Yeah, because now people hate the gays because it looks like they are the ones who are pushing this. And they are not.
They know.
Yeah, they're not necessarily the ones pushing this. There's radical ones, of course, but they are a minority.
Even
They are a
those
minority, those
that
guys.
have been radicalized.
Yeah, they've been radicalized by someone.
Why
someone
didn't they become radical
all along.
fast?
Yeah, now they are radical, but back then they were normal. Where does this radical come? Where do they come up with that radicalness? They're like so angry. Like, society must accept us for who we are, and if you don't like us, you are evil. We'll cancel you. You won't have a bank account. You won't have a business. You won't have this. You will kick you out of your job because you. I'm like, now you're just like you guys are
Because
just crazy now.
I deeply believe that these people don't choose to be what they are.
No.
No. Now, if you are born with a one eye, why must you collect all the one-eyed people in the world
and make a community?
One-eyed
community.
And organize a parade
of
the one-eyed people.
One-eyed people, the Cyclops, just walking. Something like that. No, man. I think that's the problem we have as societies, and I think. I mean, Eastern Europe is very conservative.
We have to redefine our society.
Yeah.
Because everything is being imposed on us.
Yeah.
Just like colonialism.
Yeah, it was foisted on you. It's a version of colonialism. A new version.
Neo-colonialism.
New version, yeah. They're coming with a different angle of doing the same thing.
And they say, no, we are the government of the people, by the people is not true.
No, not true.
It's not true.
Because now the majority of people are not homosexual.
For instance, I don't call this government in South Africa my government.
No, it's not.
I don't call these people my president.
No.
And I hope I don't get to the gallows for saying that.
No, you won't. But you might go to the digital gallows. We have the digital gallows today.
The president, because the guy he has a title.
But you must remember that every country it becomes incorporated since time memorial. We incorporate countries now. So this guy, when he says he's president, he's not president of you. He's the president of a company called South Africa.
Okay.
Which is registered as a corporation somewhere. He's not talking about you, the people, the sovereign people of the land. No. We're not talking about you. Yeah, we're talking about the corporation.
Which means institutionally is the number one sellout.
Yeah. So institutions are now bigger than the man.
His falsehood number one.
Yeah. But now that's the thing that people do not know about that kind of. It sounds esoteric and.
Yes, that's what I've been calling for African indigenous governance. You know.
Yeah. A naturalist government. A naturalist governance.
Yes, but I hope if I pursue that, I won't end up the Patrice Lumumba, way and.
I think that's what they do to people who try. Because Europe tried to do something like that.
Yeah.
I think that World War II was.
But I'm not afraid because I'm not going to be big at all. In these things. But I will always have an opinion.
Yes.
And I will always share it.
My opinion, yes.
Yes.
But I think that the Europeans were going in a certain direction. After World War I, the Europeans were starting to look at their development throughout the eons that they've had conflicts with each other and stuff. And they were trying to develop a new system of governance. They wanted their own brand.
Mm-hmm.
And then America came with this democracy thing.
Yes.
And they just forced it on them.
Mm.
They bombed it into existence, this democratic system. Because this democratic system as it exists in America, it's not really something new. It's a Roman system.
Yeah.
It's a copy of that Roman system. They have senators, they have all. It's a very.
And they were supposed to be the new world.
Yeah, but they're not. They're not.
Like I suspect that like Germany was indigenizing.
Yeah.
They say they have chancellors.
Yeah, they have their own system.
And the British remain with prime minister.
Yeah, and then the royal, the monarch.
So what about us?
We don't have our own version.
Why should we have presidents and cabinet and
cabinet ministers?
Westminster
system. The Westminster system, the parliamentary version. I think we did have a parliamentary version of our own pre-colonial times. Yes. We had our own version of that. But it was not so stiff and stuffy. It's so stuffy.
It was not.
It was not so stuffy.
It was the whole.
A tribal council. Simple.
No, I don't use the word tribal, but
I see.
Ethnic.
Ethnic,
Yes, you understand because tribal.
It means something else.
Yes. Now, what I'm trying to say is that really, in my book that I have written regarding these things, I'm talking about it that people should have their own kind of governance. I mean, South Africa.
Yeah.
For instance, South Africa as an example of the whole continent. We must be, they always say we are the gateway to the whole
The rest
continent.
of the continent.
We must lead the whole way there. Instead of, earlier on you talked about what kind of tyranny, what do you call it,
The monarch?
no, you talked about
The democratic system.
no, not democratic, benevolent.
Benevolent despot. Oh, yes, yes.
We need some kind of
Benevolent despots. Something like that.
You know,
yeah.
Some kind
to kickstart things.
Yes.
To kickstart things.
No, even forever. For
Yeah.
instance, why should cabinets be reshuffled when guys should be fired? If you don't do your work, you must be fired.
You must be out.
Why should
you must be ousted?
reshuffled?
That's the problem I'm
Why
having
should
now.
people
This
be
reshuffling.
reshuffled from Mandela to Ramaphosa for
30
years? Reshuffled this way and that way.
In and out of a position. Now you are a foreign minister. Tomorrow you are a home minister, finance
in
minister.
a very nepotic kind of state,
very nepotic.
If it's not a royal family.
It's a version of dynastic kind of rule. This dynastic thing. I hate this dynastic thing.
You understand what I mean?
They just take another guy and they just say, oh, you're an education minister, tomorrow you're a finance minister. I'm like,
goodness.
how does that work?
It doesn't matter how clown you
how
are,
dumb you are.
how Balula you are.
Yeah, you just get in.
You get something else.
Yeah, get in, man. You're a housing minister.
You know,
recreation and sports minister.
Having used vulgar language is like wanyatsos, the operation wanyatsos, and trying to sound
hip and cool. Yeah, that's what they like. That they do like
because
that.
they just come to Gauteng the other day. You know.
That's what they do, sir.
Did they call them what? Jim come to Gauteng.
Jimmy comes all. Jimmy figures off.
You know what I mean?
I know what they're saying. Sir.
So we have to redo. We have, for instance, you scared me about artificial intelligence. The spin-offs of that.
Yeah.
And then the uglier side. And
the nasty side of it.
Yeah. Before you had, disabused me, or you of my thinking in that regard.
Yes.
I call it almighty insights. And I still stick to that some of them will be almighty insights.
Yeah, they
if
definitely will be. Yeah, we need to control it. Yeah, that's why that guy was...
artificial intelligence running rampant like gay parades.
Run wild? No.
You must find a way
No. You can't just let that go unregulated, uncontrolled. Free form, no. It's gonna be a problem. We have a free form of AI at the moment. It's in the markets.
Yeah.
It's controlling the computers that trade stocks and currencies and indices and something like that, some such. And that thing is very dangerous because it just grabs the market and it controls every detail of it. Because it's a machine, it doesn't get tired, just keeps going, and then somehow you're supposed to compete with that, and that machine is really fast.
I mean that
thing is really fast.
That becomes more powerful than the cabinet minister.
Yeah,
because you
the
cannot
markets
reshuffle.
are. Yeah, you can't reshuffle. No, they cannot be reshuffled. You can't change that. That's what the problem is with AI. Once that genie is out of the bottle for good, we are doomed as a species. We are really doomed. Because that machine will just kick you out of everything. It will take over everything.
But I still call it artificial insights, not artificial
almighty insights.
And perhaps based on the background from which I come, which is more theological.
Oh, I see.
Because in due course, you will be able to go and look up, Yeshua.
Yes.
His beginnings and his all his ancestry and everything, and who he really was, not what he was made up to be, and so on. And then you would confront a pastor who just did Bible studies and so.
Or seminaries.
You will be at odds with the poor guy, and you say you're coming to.
You're politicizing this.
You're politicizing.
They say you're politicizing this.
You're breaking my church.
Yeah, you're disturbing the peace of the congregation. Yeah.
Because for them, ignorance
is
is
bliss.
peace.
Is bliss.
You know.
Obviously,
Yeah.
they want it that way. No, sharp.